Hugo Lloris came under criticism last season for a few mistakes. The one in the World Cup final did little to help his cause, so we thought we'd start this season by asking whether he's still good enough to be Tottenham's #1 goalkeeper. Not that it matters though, because they're not in the business of spending any money. Yes, it's Hugo under the spotlight, and at the end of last season we sent Greg to Wembley where he was
asking Spurs fans whether they think Hugo Lloris has had a poor season.
He's had an indifferent season, I think. Not as good as he has been, but then again, everybody goes through it, don't they?
He's making mistakes. He made a mistake against Chelsea, didn't he? He made a mistake against Stoke.
Overall, I think he's been superb.
I'm happy with him. He's been pretty good.
I'm a big fan of Hugo. I really like him.
He saved us more times than I would say he's cocked up.
Yeah, I think as a goalkeeper, I think he's brilliant.
A few mistakes, but pretty good mostly.
Now and again, people have bad games. His lead to goals, unfortunately.
Every goalkeeper makes mistakes, and he's made 1 or 2 this season. But overall, I would take him every time.
So that's what the fans think. Now, as usual, let's put it to the numbers.
Our task today is to evaluate whether Lloris has been performing at the level expected of a top 4 team like Tottenham. Now, even the fans that see him in goal week in, week out seem a bit divided on the matter, so let's see if we can go to the data for some fresh perspective. We've spoken in several episodes of our post-shot expected goals model, which assigns shots on target a probability of becoming a goal. The fact that it's built exclusively on shots on target makes it a good indicator of a goalkeeper's performance. If we compare goals conceded to post-shot XG faced, apart from the exceptional brilliance of De Gea and Pope this season, which we've already profiled in previous episodes, no other goalkeeper looks particularly impressive, and Lloris seems to have a downright average performance. Thankfully for Hugo, it's not that simple. To explain why, let's go on a bit of a tangent. Suppose you have 2 penalty takers in your team. John has taken 100 penalties and scored 95, whilst Mark has taken 10 and scored 10. Mark has a 100% scoring record, while John only has 95%. Does that mean you think Mark is a better penalty taker of the two? The answer to this question is probably not. If we assume each player has a fixed and underlying penalty taking ability, with the evidence at hand we have reason to believe that John's ability is higher than Mark's. Scoring 10 out of 10 with an average ability is more likely than scoring 95 out of 100. This approach is called Bayesian statistics. We suppose that each goalkeeper has a certain underlying ability to stop dangerous shots, and we can use the evidence at hand to estimate what this ability might be for each goalkeeper. In the Bayesian model, things look much brighter for Lloris. Again, De Gea and Pope have been in a league of their own, but the French goalkeeper is in second tier along with Ederson and Courtois, much more in keeping with the quality expected at Spurs. Goalkeepers are in a bit of a difficult spot because their mistakes seem to linger longer in the memory of fans. However, it's actually their steady ability, shot after shot in goal, which will really make the difference for a team throughout an entire season. Is Hugo Lloris still meriting a spot at Spurs? We think so. As an example, consider Spurs' 2-2 draw against Liverpool on February 4th. That day, Spurs conceded 1.87 post-shot expected goals. The probability of them conceding more than 2 goals and losing that match with Lloris' saving ability in goal was 28.9%. With the average Premier League goalkeeper in goal, however, the probability of them losing would have gone up to 33.7%. This marginal difference doesn't sound like much for a single match, but if you aggregate the effect over an entire season, Lloris definitely seems like a top 4 worthy goalkeeper.
So there we have it. Hugo Lloris might have made some pretty high-profile mistakes, but based on the data from last season, he is more than good enough to be Tottenham's #1 keeper. Where should we go next? Let us know in the comments below, but in the meantime, this has been 3 Minute Myths, delusions debunked in 180 seconds.